You know that awesome, brilliant sound a flute can make? Ever wondered how you could do that? Well, forget everything you think you know about boring music lessons. Today, we're going to break it all down, video game style. I'm talking cheat codes, power-ups, the whole deal. To help you conquer this thing, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with a crazy question. What does a 35,000-year-old mammoth tusk have in common with, like, the biggest songs on the radio right now? It sounds like a joke, right? But the answer is the flute. Seriously, this thing is like the original piece of music tech, and it's been around forever. And it's still a total rock star in orchestras, bands, you name it.
Now, you can't just jump into a game and expect to win without knowing the lore. I mean, come on. So before we get to the gameplay, let's dive into the flute's totally epic origin story.
And wow, check out this evolution. The flute has gone through some serious upgrades. We're talking from literal bird bones and mammoth ivory over 35,000 years ago to simple wooden pipes. And then bam, in the 19th century, Theobald Boehm comes along and invents the modern metal flute with all these crazy keys. It's basically leveled up from a wooden stick to this high-tech instrument we see everywhere today. Talk about a major patch update. Okay, quest time. Let's get you geared up. In this part, we're going to go over your essential equipment, your flute, and I'll show you exactly how to put it together. Putting this thing together is actually super easy. It's really just three main parts. You've got the head joint, that's the top piece where you make the sound. Then there's the long middle section, the body joint, with most of the keys. And at the bottom, the foot joint for the lowest notes. They just kind of twist together gently to make one long, smooth tube. No complicated crafting table needed here. So let's look at the key parts you really need to know. First, that hole you blow across, that's the embotcher hole. Think of it as your target. The keys with the little pads on them, those are your action buttons. They need to create a perfect seal. Oh, and there's a hidden piece inside the head joint, an internal cork that actually helps keep you in tune. And that term, transverse flute, that's just the fancy official name for it because you hold it sideways or transversely. A little fun fact for you. Okay, gear assembled. Now for the really fun part, making your first sound. This is basically the tutorial level, and trust me, it's way, way easier than it looks. And here's the secret. If you've ever made that woo sound by blowing across the top of a soda bottle, you already know how to play the flute. Seriously, it's the exact same principle. You blow a steady stream of air across an opening, the air inside starts to vibrate, and boom, you get a sound. It's just physics. Okay. Let's talk about our really important word you're going to hear a lot, embouchure. It sounds super fancy, I know, but all it means is the special way you shape your lips and face muscles to get a really clear, focused sound. The selfie angle analogy is perfect. It's about finding that perfect position, but for your sound. So, what's the secret to the perfect embouchure? Here's the combo. You want the corners of your mouth to be firm, but the center of your lips needs to be relaxed. This creates a tiny, controlled opening for the air to go through. That's the key to getting that awesome, clear sound. All right, tutorial complete. You've made a sound. Nicely done. Now it's time to really level up your skills and master the controls. This is where you go from beginner to pro. First things first, posture. I know, it sounds kind of boring, but it's so important. Think of it this way. Standing or sitting up straight is like having a full-bar Wi-Fi signal for your breath. It lets your lungs expand all the way so you can take in a ton of air with no lag. Super crucial for holding those long notes. Next up is breath control, and this is literally your stamina bar. To make it last, you've got to use your diaphragm muscle, that's down in your gut, to push the air out steadily. When you take deep breaths and engage those core muscles, your airstream stays strong. You won't run out of stamina halfway through a level. A great way to build this up? Just practice playing long, steady tones. Okay, let's talk about articulation. This is basically how you start and end each note. It's like having different types of attacks in a video game. It gives every note a specific character and makes your music sound way more interesting. So yeah, these are your special moves. For example, if you use your tongue to start the note, that's called tonguing. It gives it a really clear ta or da sound. Or you can slur a bunch of notes together without tonguing at all, which makes them super smooth and connected. Then you have staccato, which is like short, sharp, punchy notes, and legato, which is the opposite, all long and flowing. It's all about picking the right attack for the job. And for those of you ready for an advanced skill, let's talk about vibrato. This is like a special effect you can add to your sound. It's this slight, gentle pulse in the air that adds this incredible warm singing quality. You know how pro singers have that little wobble in their voice? That's vibrato. It's a total game changer for adding emotion. Okay, you've made it. This is the final stage. It's time to put all those skills together and face the final boss,
finding your own unique signature tone. So what's the main quest here? The goal is to create what we call a brilliant tone. And that means a sound that's super clear, really focused, and has this kind of shimmer to it. It's a sound so full and resonant, it can fill up a huge room all by itself. We're talking goosebumps level good. A huge part of mastering your tone is learning how to adjust your ear for different notes. It's kind of like shifting gears in a racing game. For the high notes, you need a faster, smaller airstream to get that bright, clear sound. But for the low notes, you need to slow the air down, make it broader to get that really warm, full tone. So, we've gone through the history, the gear, the tutorial, the advanced skills, everything. What's the one thing? What's the ultimate cheat code that ties all of this together? Here it is, the most important message, the big secret. A great flute sound is all about controlling the air. That's it. Mastering the flute just means mastering your breath. Your air is your power source. You control the air, you control everything. And that's it. You officially have the cheat codes. You know the secrets to making this thing sound absolutely incredible. So the only question left is, what music are you going to create? The game is yours now. Go play.